freaky down there. It was like when you go through a door and you let go and it's like, what the? Yo, what are you touching my back?
In December of 2025, two explorers from Swag Productions, Noah and his friend Ashton, traveled to the coast of Sicily with plans to investigate an abandoned ship resting in a massive graveyard of rusting vessels. The ship they intended to explore was the Aeolus Canaris, a once high-speed passenger ferry that had long since been left to decay in the harbor. From a distance, the enormous vessel looked completely lifeless, slowly rotting away among dozens of other forgotten wrecks. Expecting nothing more than a quiet exploration, the duo loaded up their camera gear, inflated a small raft, and paddled through the maze of abandoned ships towards the ferry. But as they drifted closer to the massive structure, they quickly realized the ship was far from empty.
To the water.
Come on, full force. Let's go. Uh-oh. I think that's security, dude. Dude, that's a brand new generator. Dude, that's actually security, I think.
Yeah.
I'm so serious.
Why the f is there security here?
The explorers were completely caught off guard. They hadn't expected to see anyone guarding a ship that looked half sunken and abandoned. Still, after traveling all that way out there, neither of them wanted to turn back. They convinced themselves that if they avoided the lower sections of the ferry where the guard appeared to be stationed, they might still be able to quietly explore the upper decks without being noticed. But once they finally climbed aboard, they immediately realized the guard wasn't the only person still working on the ship.
Down there. There's a worker right up there. I don't know. Yeah, they're all workers. They have headgear on and shit. You can see them.
After spotting workers scattered throughout several levels of the ferry, the explorers knew getting caught would almost certainly end badly. Wanting to avoid any direct confrontation, they quietly slipped away from the lower decks and began moving deeper into the upper portions of the ship instead, hoping they could remain hidden long enough to continue filming. However, the farther they moved through the vessel, the worse the situation became. Strange noises echoed through the hollow corridors, and every few moments they could hear movement somewhere below them.
Let's just stay in here for a bit. But there's a staircase right there that leads down. And then right outside of these doors, there's another staircase that leads down. So they can come up two different ways right here. We really don't have much time here at all. I don't know how much of this we're going to be able to explore before we risk getting caught. What the?
At that point, the explorers realized they were running out of options. The sounds around them kept getting closer, and nearly every floor they checked appeared to be occupied by workers dismantling parts of the ship. With almost no safe way to continue exploring unnoticed, they decided their best chance was to reveal themselves and attempt to speak with the crew directly, hoping the workers might simply let them leave peacefully. The duo carefully approached them.
Do you think we should just say hi to him? They're all the way down there.
Hello. Ciao.
Can we not be here?
Hello.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Ma chi sei?
English?
Ma che ci fate qua?
Tourist.
Tourist?
Oh,
sta questo video! Bongo! Vedo Giulio qua, sta facendo video, dice Simone, non sta questo qua, ragazzi.
Hello.
Sta facendo video. Ma come siete entrati?
English?
No English!
What are you doing qui?
Oh, picture.
No. Video. Oh, no?
No, okay.
No video!
This is our boss. Oh, hello. Sorry.
We take pictures. Tourists.
Sorry, sir.
No.
Oh, no? Okay.
Guys, how the fuck you got here?
From where they came?
Where you?
How you get here?
With the raft.
With the raft.
We got a raft and we rode all the way out.
But you cannot get on board.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not allowed.
United States, sir.
Like onto the boat or like?
Are you guys filming, video making?
Have you taken photos?
No. I have
We have like a few, but like no.
Please delete them now.
Okay.
They came for filming.
So please show me what you have taken as photos.
Okay.
What started as an awkward conversation quickly turned hostile. Within minutes, multiple crew members surrounded the explorers, demanding they delete every piece of footage they had recorded aboard the ferry. The workers also refused to let them leave, while they checked the cameras themselves. As tensions escalated, the crew began calling the police, trapping the duo in an increasingly dangerous situation. Realizing they could potentially lose their equipment or even be arrested, Noah and Ashton decided the only thing left to do was escape before authorities arrived.
He's calling the cops. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. We should have just left. Okay, go. Just throw all your down, let's go. Alright, where was the park? Go. Just cut. We're sorry. We're leaving. A knife? Yeah. No, dude. We're leaving. Sorry. Let's go. Just throw out. I'm pushing you out. We're not. I'm slow. We should have just left this. That was bad. They're really mad. They're calling the police. Okay. Go. Yeah, I'm gonna get on shore. Put in there. Get all over the car.
After finally making it back to shore, the duo dragged their raft onto land, grabbed the gear, and rushed back towards their vehicle before police could arrive. Looking back on the situation afterward, it became clear just how lucky they had been. Despite how furious the workers were, none of them physically stopped the explorers from escaping once they pushed away from the ship. They also never attempted to follow them back through the harbor. Had things escalated any further, Noah and Ashton could have easily found themselves arrested in a foreign country over a single exploration gone wrong. Instead, they managed to leave the harbor with both their footage and their freedom, putting the chaos of the ghost ship behind them. The following footage was uploaded to the YouTube channel The Petherick's in October of 2023. In the video, creator Billy Petherick and his friend Ryan returned to an abandoned convent in France that Billy had purchased years earlier as part of an ongoing restoration project. The massive property, once nearly forgotten, had slowly been brought back to life as the pair worked to repair and restore different sections of the building over time. On this particular day, the two were focused on the convent chapel, testing old reclaimed tiles near the altar to see how they would fit within the space. Everything initially seemed calm and routine, but while discussing the renovation work, the atmosphere inside the chapel suddenly shifted when both men heard something moving directly above them.
That's the chateau basement. You've brought them from the chateau,
Yep.
haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah. I think they're...
What's that noise? I can hear footsteps above our head. Anyway, let's continue with this. We'll investigate later.
That sounded weird.
It was literally footsteps above our head. Anyway, back to the reason we're here.
Although the convent was supposed to be completely empty, the sound of heavy footsteps echoing over their heads immediately unsettled both men. Still, neither of them wanted to stop what they were doing over a strange noise alone, so they attempted to brush it off and continue working on the chapel floor. But the building didn't remain quiet for long. As they continued discussing the tiles, more noises began echoing through the convent, followed by the sudden sound of a nearby door slamming shut behind them.
I can always order another box.
Yeah.
Right, let's do it. Can you still hear that footsteps? That was weird, wasn't
I thought I
it?
heard something. Yeah, I'm quite worried.
Yeah.
Sorry, the door just closed.
Spooky happenings at the convent. We'll have to have a look later.
Just what we needed.
Yeah, okay, let's crack on.
Crack on.
Getting distracted, aren't we?
Not long after the noises and the sudden door slam, Billy and Ryan finally decided to stop working and investigate the upper level of the convent for themselves. Following the area directly above the chapel, the two carefully moved through the empty rooms, searching for any sign of another person, an animal, or anything at all that could explain the footsteps they had heard earlier. But after checking the surrounding areas, they found nothing.
So you thought it was up here, Ryan?
I thought it was up here, close to the chapel roof itself.
Okay.
above us. Heavy footsteps.
Very heavy footsteps. Well, there's no one up here.
Oi! I don't think there's anyone. Just get my torch.
Should ring the bell.
You can ring the bell.
Scare anyone away.
Music to my ears, that's beautiful.
Well,
sound.
they do say that the ringing of a bell
Yeah.
keeps bad spirits away.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Well, I'm glad there's no people, no visitors up here.
Yeah.
You know?
Despite hearing what they both described as loud, heavy footsteps moving directly above them, Billy and Ryan never found anyone inside the convent that day. And unlike many videos online, neither of them immediately jumped to paranormal conclusions. Aside from briefly joking about the bells keeping spirits away, the two mostly seemed confused rather than convinced. In the end, there are several possible explanations for what they experienced. It could have been an animal somewhere inside the structure, an unseen visitor moving through the building, or perhaps simply the old convent shifting and settling around them. But whatever caused those footsteps, one thing remained certain. Inside that abandoned chapel, something moved above them and left them only the sound of heavy footsteps echoing through the silence. If you're enjoying the video so far, please consider subscribing. Your support genuinely helps the channel grow. And the deeper we go, the more disturbing these encounters become. But for now, let's continue. The following footage was originally uploaded to the YouTube channel SPRT72 in early May of 2026. In the video, two urban explorers named Alex and Cole travel to an abandoned slaughterhouse hidden deep within a residential area in Kentucky. According to the explorers, the massive building had been sitting empty for years, slowly decaying behind thick trees and overgrown vegetation. What made the location especially unsettling was how concealed it was. Despite being surrounded by nearby homes, the slaughterhouse was almost impossible to notice unless you already knew it was there, making it the perfect place for squatters, criminals, or anyone else trying to stay hidden from the outside world. After searching around the property, the duo eventually found an opening and slipped inside the dark structure. But almost immediately after entering, before they even had a chance to properly explore the building, they began hearing strange noises somewhere deeper inside.
Hello? Anyone here? Hello? Are you walking? If you're here, say something.
Felt like I heard someone walking, and then when I called it out, it like stopped. Could have been water, but you never know.
Let's start on this side to give them time to leave if they are in here.
Yeah, they can. If anyone's in here, they're definitely in that back area.
Oh yeah.
We pushed them over there.
I hope there's no one in here, seriously. Because I swear I heard something.
This is like where the animals. Look, this is a cage.
Oh my gosh,
This is where they were.
Guys, I think there might be someone here.
After hearing repeated noises within only minutes of entering the slaughterhouse, Alex and Cole quickly started to believe someone else was inside with them. Whether it was a squatter trying to stay hidden or someone quietly moving through the building after hearing them enter, neither explorer could shake the feeling that they were being watched. Still, despite the growing tension, the duo continued deeper into the structure, repeatedly calling out to whoever might be there, but no one ever answered. As they pushed further into the back sections of the slaughterhouse, the sounds suddenly returned again, this time much closer than before.
Be serious. Do you hear it? Holy shit.
Whoa. Hello? Are you here?
Dude, I'm hearing something. I am too. There's no light in here. Because I'm hearing it from over this direction. I swear. I say we go. Dude, I'm hearing noises back there.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go this way.
We're getting surrounded.
Dude, this is not convenient. This train is making it to where I cannot hear what's going on around us.
I think he's done.
All right, we got to keep going. What do you see in there? We're hearing something loud. Oh my God. That's our only way out. Yeah. Did we fucking corner ourselves?
Yeah.
Oh my God, go.
By this point, the noises no longer seemed confined to a single area. Instead, they appeared to echo from multiple directions throughout the building, making the explorers feel increasingly trapped the further they moved into the back rooms. Although neither of them had actually seen another person yet, the constant sounds and movement around them were enough to convince them that they were no longer alone inside the slaughterhouse. Realizing the situation could potentially become dangerous, Alex and Cole shifted their focus from exploring to finding a way out. But as they searched for another exit, they discovered several paths were blocked off, forcing them to move back toward the same areas where the noises had been coming from.
Dude, we might have cornered ourselves.
No. I swear there's somebody in here.
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta go back.
Let's get ourselves out of this corner. I'm still hearing it. We're just gonna have to face it. We've explored pretty much this whole place. And there's definitely someone or something around here.
Dude, either someone's in here or this place is haunted.
Yeah, because we feel cornered.
That's it?
Yeah, that's the exit. Yeah, I think it's time.
Dude.
Oh, fresh air.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my gosh.
Fortunately, Alex and Cole ultimately managed to escape the slaughterhouse without ever directly confronting whoever or whatever had been inside with them. Once safely outside, both explorers admitted they still had no idea whether there had been only one person in the building or possibly several. They also couldn't determine if the noises had come from squatters, trespassers, or something far more difficult to explain. But after reviewing everything that happened, the duo remained convinced of one thing. From the moment they stepped inside that abandoned slaughterhouse, they had not been alone. And considering how the noises seemed to constantly circle around them and follow their movements throughout the building, it's possible whoever was hiding inside already knew the layout far better than they did, and may have been silently watching them the entire time. The following footage was uploaded to the YouTube channel D Menace in June of 2020. In the video, a German urban explorer set out alone to investigate a massive abandoned malt factory, describing it as one of the most intense solo explorations he had ever attempted. According to local rumors surrounding the property, the factory had allegedly been linked to satanic cult activity for years, with stories ranging from occult rituals to supposed police involvement connected to the site. While many of the claims sounded exaggerated, what the explorer discovered upon arriving at the property immediately made the place feel far more unsettling. The long path leading toward the entrance had recently been cleared, as though people were still actively coming and going from the abandoned factory. Inside, the atmosphere felt even stranger. In one room, he discovered what appeared to be a ritual setup containing candles, symbols, and scattered bones. In another section of the factory, he found evidence of recent gatherings or parties, suggesting the building was still being used regularly by someone. As he continued deeper into the enormous structure, he occasionally thought he heard faint sounds somewhere in the darkness. But before long, those suspicions became impossible to ignore when he suddenly noticed movement near one of the factory windows.
This is what the ball been hanging on. Oh, this is just the water. Holy I really hate these kind of moments. Some is happening here for sure. Here, I don't know if it's because I'm scared or if it's really because somebody is in here already. For sure somebody gonna come here today because this place is huge. It's really a big mark on the land here and it's hard to miss it. This place is enormous and scary, guys. This whole huge building is still accessible. I don't really know if there's anybody inside there or not. Who knows? Because I've been seeing that from the other side of the building there's some newly trash cans placed there just to clean everything, so I don't know. Holy shit. Holy shit, he's coming. So it's like not enough that I'm not the only one in this building. Now I see somebody's coming inside. I hope that this guy is peaceful and normal.
Unfortunately for the explorer, the moment the stranger entered the building, the atmosphere inside the factory immediately became far more intense. Soon afterward, he began hearing movement echoing through the dark halls around him. At first, the sounds were faint and difficult to identify, but with every passing minute, the footsteps and distant noises grew louder, clearer, and much closer. Trying not to reveal his position, the explorer quietly retreated deeper into the factory, moving through the shadows while attempting to avoid whoever else was inside. But no matter where he went, the sounds continued following him through the building.
You can hear it, right? You can hear the noises. Somebody is in here. What the hell is this place? Somebody is in the building. I'm not alone here. I'm not alone here.
With the noises getting dangerously close, the explorer eventually decided to head down to one of the lower sections of the factory in hopes of putting more distance between himself and the stranger. Carefully navigating through the rusted beams, broken concrete, and dark corridors, he tried to remain as quiet as possible, fully aware that whoever else was inside that building could potentially be dangerous. However, despite all his attempts to stay hidden, the situation suddenly escalated into something far worse.
No matter what's happening, don't stop. Don't stop, guys. Shit. He heard me. Guys, we're gonna make a first encounter. This is the last thing that I wanted to happen here. Good. Chill out, man. Everything is fine. English, yeah, English. What's happening?
I'm discovering you. I'm just so scared of you, so just roaming around.
Why didn't you say something?
Because I just heard and I was scared.
It's good to listen to speak in English. Let me hold my camera for a moment. Holy shit, man. What the hell?
You scared me. I was just, I don't know who's rummaging around here, so could that be dangerous for me?
So we're good.
We're good.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
God damn. I'm making just videos here, so everything is fine. I'm just making videos. I have a YouTube channel. I'm just doing some stuff here.
I've just been to discovering like abandoned places like this, and yeah, so it's okay. I'm cool.
Okay.
Fortunately, the stranger who suddenly tackled the explorer turned out to not be violent or dangerous at all, but simply another urban explorer named John, who had entered the factory for the same exact reason. After calming down and speaking for a few moments, the two realized they had both spent the last several minutes terrified of each other. John later explained that after entering the factory, he had also heard footsteps and voices somewhere in the darkness, and became convinced someone dangerous was moving through the building nearby. So when he finally encountered another figure unexpectedly in the lower level, he panicked and reacted instinctively out of fear. In the end, both men had unknowingly been stalking each other through the abandoned factory, each believing the other might be a threat hiding in the shadows. And despite how violent and chaotic their first encounter had been, the misunderstanding eventually turned into an unlikely friendship, formed inside one of the creepiest buildings either one of them had ever explored. In October of 2025, a British creator named Carl uploaded the following footage to his YouTube channel, Dark Arts TV. The channel is known for long-form paranormal investigations focused on abandoned and reportedly haunted locations, often filmed with very little equipment beyond flashlights and handheld cameras in order to capture a more natural experience. For this investigation, Carl and 3 companions traveled to a remote abandoned mental asylum somewhere in Scotland. According to the group, the building had developed a reputation for paranormal activity over the years, with many visitors claiming to hear unexplained sounds throughout the structure. Almost immediately after entering, several members of the group mentioned feeling uneasy, as though they were being watched from somewhere inside the dark building. Still, despite the atmosphere, they continued exploring. For nearly 10 minutes, nothing unusual happened, but once the group entered one of the main hallways, the investigation suddenly took a disturbing turn.
Hello? It's a creepy vibe in there.
Really creepy, yeah.
This place not nice, is it?
No. I kind of feel like this is like a children's ward. Yeah. Do you see the paintings and stuff?
Yeah, it's all kids' paintings.
Kids, yeah. Whoa. That was like someone walking.
Yeah.
Getting weird vibes in there.
I get vibes up there.
Does anyone hear this now? Maybe we can hear your voice. What was it?
After several loud bangs echoed through the asylum, the explorers quickly moved toward the direction of the sounds, searching nearby rooms and hallways for any explanation. But despite checking the area carefully, they found nothing. Although the atmosphere inside the building had already become increasingly unsettling, the group initially avoided jumping to paranormal conclusions, believing the noises could have simply come from the old structure itself or when moving through the asylum. However, as they continued exploring and eventually moved upstairs, another strange incident occurred.
What's that? You just heard footsteps on there.
Sounds like they're coming from right down the bottom.
Again. What was that?
Was that behind you, Jack?
Can you try and make a sound for us? Whoa. Again.
Was that way there?
That was a loud bang.
That's a door.
There was a door open. Can you make another bang for us?
I thought I saw something on the really it was but it wasn't. I feel like someone behind me.
I feel like that as well.
Yeah.
I tell you what, right? If that was generally no one in here, which I highly doubt we're in the middle of nowhere, this place isn't active. And obviously we just said, can you make a sound for us? And it was like someone opening a door.
Yeah, definitely sounded like a door, didn't it?
100%, yeah.
It was like when you go through a door and you let go and it's like, what the f***? Yo, what, are you touching my bag?
No, then I just did, when you just jumped.
You wasn't pushing on me then?
No.
What the f***?
I pushed on your bag so you gave me a fright. But not before that, I promise.
You weren't pushing me forward then?
No.
What the f***?
Facing me. You were facing me. Look at that.
I was pointing like that, wasn't I? Honestly, it was like someone's pushing me forward.
No, because when you turned, that's when I pushed.
What the f...
Because you gave me a fright, I jumped.
I've literally got so goosebumps right now.
I promise, I didn't touch.
Wow, I'm a little bit freaked out.
A second series of loud bangs and strange noises soon echoed through the asylum, forcing the group to stop moving altogether. Standing in silence, they listened closely while calling out into the darkness around them. At one point, Several members believed they could hear faint tapping sounds coming from the far end of the hallway, although none of them could fully confirm it. As the uncertainty continued building, the group decided to return toward the original area where the noises first began, hoping to trigger another response. But instead, the investigation became even stranger.
There's a dead pigeon on the floor. Oh. God, that is creepy, isn't it?
That is a creepy thing, man.
Music.
Like a music box.
Yeah. That's coming from down there, man.
It's like a music box.
The kids one, isn't it, what you used to have when you were a kid? Jewellery box, you wind up, and when you open it slightly.
Let's listen and see if we can get it again.
Yeah. I think it's like an alarm.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to sit exactly the same sound.
It's an alarm.
Alarm. Yeah, it's like an alarm, it is. Yeah, I can hear it more going this way.
That's freaky down there.
It is getting older. It's that noise again, do that?
Yeah. This is definitely a child's ward.
Is it definitely child's ward there? Oh yeah, look. It's like kid stuff.
Talking then?
You were talking as well.
Not long afterward, music suddenly began playing somewhere deeper inside the asylum. Following the sound cautiously, the group eventually found themselves moving toward what appeared to be an abandoned children's ward, an area filled with old paintings, toys, and signs that children had once occupied that section of the building. As they moved deeper into the ward, the strange music became louder. At the same time, several members of the group believed they could also hear what sounded like a distant female voice somewhere nearby. At that point, the investigation had shifted far beyond simple unexplained noises. Even so, despite the growing tension inside the asylum, the group continued forward.
Oh my god, this looks so creepy. Oh my god, you're right.
What was that?
Oh, cobwebs.
Oh, Jesus Christ, cobweb. It freaked me out, that thing, 'cause it was like as if someone just walked through me, man. That just scared the living daylights out of me. Dead end.
Weird, isn't it?
What's that?
What?
There's one.
What's that?
I get fucking it, and the next thing it's like a scream. I'm glad you've got it, because honestly, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my camera recording all times. I think I just seen a light down there, bro. Oh, this is getting too weird now.
Why would that be like this? People shouting and screaming here.
It doesn't make any sense.
You can hear something. Right, we should head back down now.
Yeah,
If they do come in this way, we're trapped.
Yeah, that's it. Let's keep going.
Tell me if you've got lights off or what?
Yeah, let's just try and roll with no lights on for now. That was too weird.
Without warning, multiple screams suddenly echoed from somewhere outside the asylum. The group immediately shut off their lights and froze in place, unsure whether the voices belonged to trespassers, vandals, or someone else entirely. Wanting to avoid any possible confrontation, they quietly made their way back out of the building while attempting to remain hidden. Once outside, they searched the surrounding area for whoever had been screaming, but the voices had completely vanished, and no one could be found anywhere nearby. Shaken by everything they had experienced inside the asylum, the group ultimately decided to end the investigation and return to the vehicle. And even after reviewing the footage afterward, many of the strange events from that night remained completely unexplained, turning the abandoned asylum into one of the most disturbing locations the group had ever explored.
And that wraps up this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so we can keep bringing you more creepy, bizarre, and haunting tales. Check out the links below to dive deeper. And if you have your own, creepy encounter? Tell us in the comments. We might feature it in a future video. Until next time, sleep tight.